From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Christy Kruger.
And I'm Calvin Hughes, and here's a look at the stories making news on this Monday night.
A violent doctored video going viral showing President Trump gunning down critics and the press, according to the New York Times. This was played at a political event held by his supporters at the Trump National Resort Doral. Some of the footage is just too graphic for us to even show on television. The video spoofs a scene from the movie Kingsman and features the president's face anyway superimposed on a character as that character shoots and stabs members of the media, vocal critics, and even former President Barack Obama. The president's re-election campaign says the video was not produced by the campaign and they do not condone violence.
A chain reaction crasher sending live power lines onto a home in the city of Hollywood. Witnesses are telling us that a garbage truck slammed right into the power pole, causing it to topple onto that house. This happened off A1A and Harrison Street as king tides were beginning to flood the area. FP&L shut down power in the area. No one was hurt, but crews are still working on repairs. It is unclear if that truck driver will be cited.
And a veteran Miami-Dade corrections officer already accused of raping one woman on house arrest is facing more serious charges now. Julian Gonzalez returned to court after a second victim has come forward claiming he also forced himself on her at gunpoint and threatened to send her to jail if she didn't comply. Gonzalez was initially arrested last month on similar allegations. He's being held without bond.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10. A woman ends up in the custody of immigration officials while seeking medical treatment. She was first pulled over during a traffic stop in Haulover Beach, and at one point she began feeling sick and was taken to Aventura Hospital. And that's where a Border Patrol agent is heard telling her in Spanish that they do not need a warrant to detain her. That encounter was recorded by the Florida Immigrant Coalition, which says that this incident is a gross violation of rights. Border Patrol agents say that they do not conduct enforcement operations in hospitals, but since she was stopped before being hospitalized, that could override that rule.
As breaking news happens, we have you covered on air and online.
You can always head to our website, local10.com, for more local news coverage and your updates. We'll see you back here on Tuesday.